Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Arora. I'm a part of X-Monks. X-Monks is an ecosystem that brings to you world-class experts from diverse fields for personal transformation and leadership development. And I'm really happy to tell you that we have recently concluded our survey on the impact of COVID-19 on business continuity and leadership. And I must thank each one of you who took time to fill this survey. Almost 800 people came together to share their views around this. Over 39 industries participated in that. Over 500 companies expressed their views on the impact of this pandemic on business continuity, on leadership, and on the personal impact that they would be going through. And I must thank 38% of the C-suite executives who took out their precious time to share their views on that. Let me just share with you the 5 buckets around which we asked questions. The first one was, what's going to be the impact of COVID-19 on business continuity? I'm sure you'd be really interested to know about that. What's the impact of this pandemic on communication? What's going to be the impact of COVID-19 on leadership? What's going to be the impact of this challenge on personal well-being of an individual? And last but not the least, the impact of this challenge on working remotely. And as we promised, we are going to launch this report on 9th of May at 6 o'clock. And I'm really thrilled to join me in this launch are 3 reverend leaders from the industry. I must thank Mr. Anup Vikal, who has agreed to participate in this discussion with all of us. Anup is a very dear friend. He's the CFO and heads legal as well as CSR for Nayara Energy. Mr. KRISHNA GOPAL, popularly known as KG. He heads global enterprise business for Tech Mahindra. And third one is Amy, another dear friend of mine. She's a professional certified coach and a lead faculty with Ericsson Coach International. So if you look at these 3 individuals, all these 3 individuals represent different fields, different spaces. So in this session, we are going to talk about the impact that it's going to have on the overall industry or the overall business from 3 different perspectives. Now, while going through the report, it's becoming more and more evident that leadership is required more than ever. Now, before you bring in or before you forge the new normal, it's becoming more and more important that you need to lead by example. And the interesting part is at each level, we need to demonstrate certain different skill set, certain different mindset to deal with this new normal. Now, it's not that bad as well. I'm really happy to share with you that almost 48% of the leaders, they mentioned that they are really happy to get in touch with their team members. And similarly, people mentioned that their leaders are available to them, they are accessible to them, and they are visible to them. Around 43% of them, they have expressed their trust on their leaders and on the organizations. Around 35% of the organizations have demonstrated a very strong commitment towards their team members, towards their employees, as well as towards the business requirements. Now, while this was going on, the survey also threw some light on which are the industries which will not be able to survive or which is going to face the biggest threat in times to come. At the same time, there are new industries which are evolving, which are going to not only fight, but they're going to thrive in these challenging times. So when we have got people like Anup, KRISHNA, and Amy, I'm sure they're going to bring their perspective. And also, most of the people mention about they're primarily dealing with 2 challenges. The first one is, how are we going to evolve the core business? I'm sure you'll be feeling and you'll be facing the same challenge. And the second one is, what's the impact of this challenge on the overall revenue of an organization? Now, while this was going on, we were genuinely also interested in understanding, considering the situation what's going on, what are the primary 2 or 3 competencies that is going to be the must for most of the leaders in this scenario? And the results are like this. People mentioned the number 1 competency that they would like to see in their leaders is empathy and their ability to connect with people. Of course, it is becoming more and more important. Now, as much as we believe that social distancing is important, but we should not forget that connection with an individual is important. And these challenging times have demonstrated it yet again. The second competency which is emerging is dealing with ambiguity. Providing certainty to your team members is one of the most important traits of a leader. And the third one is transparent communication. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to thank you for taking time out and filling this survey. And if by chance you could not fill this survey or the survey did not reach out to you, my request is please come together at 6 o'clock on 9th of May and be a part of this movement where we are going to share what are the challenges that we are facing and what could possibly be done to deal with these challenging times. If you're dealing with your team members, or you're dealing with the community, or you're dealing with your family members, or you're dealing with yourself, either you can resist it or you can embrace the need of the hour. I wish you all the very best. Personally looking forward to see you all on 9th of May at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much.